My stuck 5-gallon bucket video is my most popular video ever. It's got nearly 1 million views. And I think what that indicates is just how universal that problem is for people. But rather than letting your buckets get stuck together, preventing it from happening in the first place is the best idea. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. In the last video I did on stuck buckets, I asked you for your best suggestions on getting them unstuck, and you guys really came through. A bunch of great ideas, and I tested them, a whole bunch of them out. Some I found didn't work so well for me, others did pretty good. But as I said, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and StuckItBucket has a pretty neat idea on how to make that happen. Whether you have 5-gallon buckets like this one from Walmart, 4-gallon buckets like these I got from my local bakery, or 6.5-gallon buckets like these, they can all get stuck together. StuckItBucket has a neat little product that prevents them from getting stuck, no matter what size you've got. So for example, you just simply slide this device right over the edge of the bucket like that, and it creates a little lip down there. So when you slide your next bucket on top, it can't go down and get stuck. It doesn't matter the size. That was the 6.5-gallon. This is the 5-gallon. And you just put that in there like that. And you stick it here. It even works on small buckets like this. Again, you slide it in. And you take this one and you put it in. Now that's not optimal like that, right? I mean, you can, and you can even push it all the way down. So it's actually locked in place there. It still comes out pretty easy, no problem. But if you have like a 3-gallon bucket, maybe even a 2-gallon bucket, haven't tried that one. But what you can do is you drill a hole right through there, stick a nail through it, then slide it over, and then it'll catch it higher up and prevent it from getting stuck. One neat feature of these that might not be immediately understood is when you take this and you put it over the edge. Let's do it this way because this one doesn't have a handle. So you take this and you put it over the edge, and then when you drop this one in, and then when you want to take this out, the handle catches there, right? That's annoying. So if you make sure that the StuckItBucket device is on the same side as the handle, it prevents the handle from getting stuck. It won't catch on that lip. It's a really simple idea. And like I said, it works on all sizes. That was a 4-gallon. Again, these are 5. And this was 6.5-gallon buckets. It keeps them all from getting stuck. Now, a pair of these costs about $7. And I'll put a link to the StuckItBucket website where you can check out their products. And you can actually get volume discounts on these. StuckItBucket sent me these to test out and give my opinion on them. And they seem like a pretty neat solution to that stuck bucket problem. This is pretty thick plastic here that it's made out of. They're not going to be flimsy and bend. A couple of people had said, you know, put a string or rope over the side, drop a block of wood in the bottom, and I'll link to that video right up there that I did testing out all these ideas. That really didn't work for me. Like the string definitely got caught. It didn't really prevent the buckets from getting stuck. Like they still would be able to clamp all the way down. Maybe rope would work because it's much thicker. This is much more streamlined, I think. Blocks of wood, I guess you got to have blocks of wood. Other people recommended rocks in the bottom. I think after a while, those buckets that end up getting heavy then, if you got to move them around. This, very lightweight. And as I said, it works as advertised. They keep the buckets from getting stuck simply because they can't get far enough down below, create that vacuum in there, which prevents them from getting separated. And I like this neat little feature that prevents the handle from getting caught on the edge of the bucket. For $7 for a pair, I don't think that's too bad. $3 a piece, $3.50, and you don't have to worry about getting your buckets stuck together. And you just need one per bucket, so the pair will let you separate 4 different buckets as long as you're not stacking them on top of each other. So I think for most homeowners, that's probably not a bad solution. And I'd also point out, you can stack them upside down, the buckets, and still use this. Because as you can see, a lot of my buckets are stacked upside down, but they run the risk of getting stuck together. By using the StuckItBucket device, you can store them upside down and not have to worry about the buckets getting stuck together. And that way, you don't end up with that. A pail full of water. That'll be a nice magnet for mosquitoes. You can also mix and match the bucket sizes. So you have one big bucket, one small bucket. You can still use the StuckItBucket device to keep them separated. It doesn't have to be all the same size buckets. Now, could you fashion something like that yourself? Probably. Maybe though, a lot of people aren't gonna have a piece of metal to be bending into different shapes to put it in. These are plug and play. You just pop them into your buckets and you're ready to go. You don't have to try and get the right size and to fit it in. Even better, they're made here in the USA and you're helping a small business grow. Okay, thanks for watching.